I'll be there. Oh shit, today's a rant day. Because I forgot to talk about any of it yesterday. Oh golly gee, how swell are we? Today we complain about Nintendo. Oh, hey, Lucky's going to pay a tribute to the shrine. Oh, oh, what a lovely day. With such vaccine-free machinations. Hello there, everyone. Right now it's 3 o'clock. Really isn't any news today. Did anyone see that documentary? Oh dear, there goes all my personal TV habits. That's all for today. Have fun out there. So I'm starting earlier today because I have a paper due and it's technically written already, but I want to go back through and edit it. And then I've got another paper due in another class. And then there's the 7 a.m. or there's the 9 a.m. paper that I do every Saturday. Ooh. And I have to do all that. So I was like, I could do streaming later in the day after I've edited the one paper, or I can just do it right now and get it all out of the way. So that's what's going on right now. I'm just kind of getting it all out of the way. Hey, look, it's our green pumpkins that I couldn't even tell were green last time. Yeah, they look okay. We're still dressed up in the Kiki. It's cute. It is cute. We should go see who has the thingy today. Someone's got to have it. But yeah, so I've got shit to do today and tonight. I'm not gonna get around to Hades anytime soon. Oh my god, Zucker. Bloop. Thanks for coming to see me. Halloween, there's Halloween stuff everywhere. I mean, as much as I can ever be, you gotta remember, not about all things scary. But yeah, so I've got a busy night ahead of me. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's just stream now. It's not like at best we're selling our turnips today. At worst, we're doing nothing. Alright, let's talk to Marina. How's that friend? How's Trent doing? It's been a while since I've seen Trent. It's been a while since I've seen Tyrell as well. It's just because I stream so late in the day now because of college. Is anyone else home? Or is it just those two? Oh, it's Octavian. I can never tell with Octavian. I always have to look for the smoke. Because his window doesn't, like, light up. It doesn't change colors or anything. What you doing? Fused water dispenser. Sure? I'm tired. I just got out of class before we started. Like, I got out of class and immediately switched over. And, like, I booted up the Switch at the very end of class just to, like, turn it on and then open up everything. Because online class. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy day for me. It's gonna be a busy day. Oh God, that one class that I always keep bitching about. So normally we have like a few documentaries to watch, and normally they're kind of long, right? right? Normally, I mean, like, I think the longest one has been like 3 hours, which is very fucking long. But you can normally, but in most the documentary viewers, you can just change the speed. So I could take like a 3-hour documentary, double the speed, and get it down to an hour and a half, or even triple the speed, because, you know, they're documentaries, people talk slow. But by gum, the new one he announced, the new one he gave to us, that we have to watch, is is even at like double speed would be over 3 hours. Don't want to eat turnips. It's a documentary on the Black Plague, right? And it's so fucking long. Because it's a multiple part series. It's so fucking long. It's like 9 hours. It's a little less than that. It's like 8:30 or something. But still, that's forking redonkulous. And I'm pretty sure we have to watch all of it. Hey, it's me, Lucky. I wonder if something fun will happen today. Could be any old second now. So I'm gonna have to. So even at like double or triple speed, I'm gonna have to watch all of that. I don't remember how long it is. I just know it's not. It's like something and a half, or like something in like 40 minutes. But it's well over 3 hours. I want to say it's like 6 or 8, or I think it's 6. That's probably a more correct number. But it's like, what the fuck, man? And then we got to read the book, which admittedly reading the book isn't hard. I can do that. Reading the book and writing the papers on the book is usually a little bit easier, because the book is very well divided into chapters, and the chapters are like or like even within those chapters they're segmented. The book stuff's easy, honestly. But god damn, and I don't think he's assigned, because I just looked it over. I was looking at something for another class, and I was like, while I'm here, I should look up and see what we have to do for this class. That I could theoretically do at any earlier point, but I will always procrastinate until the last minute. And I was just like, god damn. You just, god damn, it's so fucking long. But I'll get it done. Somehow. Alright, let's go find some more fossils. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So what else? So what was I going to say? So I do have a lot of topics today. There is the Pokemon DLC, which came out. I have not played it. Nope, I've been too busy with other things. I haven't even touched it yet. Even though I hear it's actually even better than the Isle of Armor had a lot of like quality of life features that I really liked. And I guess the Crown Tundra added even more. And like it really is like a step up and a proof of concept of like how good Pokemon can be. And that has me curious. That has me interested. That was from Joe Maverick over at Cerebi. I think it was him. I don't know. I haven't looked up anything yet. I haven't touched it. I did download it last night just because I had because after we streamed yesterday, the Switch automatically started downloading the new update. But I don't know anything about it. I know we've got more than one fossil. Did I miss one? I think I missed one. Because I know we have more than the 2. Yeah, I think I know where the other one is. But yeah, so I haven't played Pokemon. I didn't play Hades. I've just been busy. I didn't have time to play Hades. I do want to edit the Korra video at some point. This week, either tomorrow or Saturday, or tomorrow, so Saturday, or Sunday, the Korra video is going to come up. I don't know when, but sometime in the next 2 days, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to edit it, which editing shouldn't be that hard, luckily. Like, I don't know, I've been very relaxed with editing some of these, probably more than I should be, but, it's the rendering. The rendering and the, exporting, and the uploading to YouTube as well, that third thing, that's going to take hours. It's going to take several hours just to get everything rendered and uploaded and everything. And that's going to be a massive thorn in my side. But we'll get it done. But I'll get it done. Did I put the... Put it over here, yeah. But yeah, at some point in the next 2 days, I'm going to do the core video. Probably not... So it probably won't be up tomorrow, but it might be. But definitely, if it's not up tomorrow... If, like, after I finish that 9-hour documentary, if it doesn't go... If I don't then turn around and start working on the core video, then I'll do it Saturday at some point, and it'll go up on Sunday. Because then I gotta start working on the Halloween video, which comes out Halloween. I already know exactly what I'm gonna do. I already know. I mean, we've got the outfit and everything now, so I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I just have to actually do... Well, I have to watch the thing first, and then I gotta do the video on it. At least I've got a good idea of what I'm going to do. But God, yeah, this fourth Korra video is just taking so long. And it's because, on one hand, it's because I'm lazy. But on the other hand, it's just because it's so... Like, I don't even remember what the hell I talked about. Other than saying Kuvira's a Nazi and then doing the Psy emote, I don't remember a single thing that happened. Because it was just like... Kuvira's a Nazi. Or it was, Kuvira's a Nazi. That was it. That's probably an hour's worth of the video. It does happen a lot. It does happen a lot. I'll get it uploaded eventually. Hey, Kix, what do you got? Sandals. You have bags. Oh, and you got bat wings. I want these ones. Because last time he had green and the other color. You know, we'll buy the purple ones as well. We might as well. I'm surprised there aren't angel wings. Like, that would be something cool for him to sell. So that way you could have both devil and angel wings. Because there is a halo. So that's kind of disappointing. Hey, look, it's our two lovebirds. Hanging out. Come on, sit on the bench. Sit. Come on. Come on. Ah, this will be a perfect picture. No! I wanted my two lovebirds to sit together. Ah, you don't always win. You don't always win. Alright, let's do the DIY recipe stuff. Oh, we don't have that one. Huh, interesting. Oh, but I already have infused water dispenser. Okay, game. That was the one I'd never heard of before. Alright, cool. For the fine day, we can buy those for 26. I was looking up turnips just to keep track of I already know what it's gonna be, but you know, I'm still keeping track of everything anyways. Come on. 151. Oh, we're selling today. Oh, we are. That's probably the best we're gonna get. Like, no joke, our best possible is 154. So after we do everything else, we're gonna go sell. Oh boy, are we gonna go sell. So I do have some stuff to talk about. So let's go do... We're gonna do Fruit Island first. So I do have some things to talk about. So the first thing is this Google Stadia ass hat. Did you hear about this? I actually want to pull up Twitter just to show it off real quick. This Google Stadia ass hat who I'm going to complain about. I'm pulling it up right now. Okay, so let's pull it over here. So this is Alex Hutchinson, and we'll get to what he is in a minute. But it's streamers worried about getting their content pulled because they used music. Because they used music they didn't pay for, should be more worried by the fact that they're streaming games they didn't pay for as well. It's all gone as soon as the publisher decides to enforce it. The real truth is that streamers should be paying developers and publishers of the game they stream. They should be buying a license like any real business and paying for the content they use. Alright, so that kind of blew up on Twitter either yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago now. But I wanted to talk about it. Fuck that guy. So in his Twitter bio, he originally had a creative director at Google Stadia. He wasn't the creative director of Google Stadia. He's some guy who works for a studio that Google bought to make games for Stadia. He's not the creative director at Stadia, and of course people immediately called him out on that. Cause fuck that guy. Like, honestly, this is the most attention Google Stadia has gotten ever. Cause people kind of forgot Google Stadia existed, kind of because it's a piece of shit. Okay, admittedly, I don't know if it's a piece of shit or not. I've never used it. But nobody has, because again, nobody gives a shit about Google Stadia. And this is the most attention it's drawn in a while. But yeah, fuck that guy. Like, I get what he's saying, that streaming exists in kind of like this legal gray zone, this sort of ceasefire area, where is this what the streamer doing legal or illegal? We're not really sure. But nobody also wants to be the guy to take it to court. Like when Digital Homicide sued Jim Sterling, everybody was like, hey, Jim Sterling, don't fuck this up. Because if he did, that would have implications for the entirety of internet gaming content. Right? Nobody wants to actually take it to court, even though there have been some fuckery in the past. There's been a lot of fuckery in the past, but nobody's actually, like, taken anything to court. There are no precedents. Even in recent, like, years, Nintendo, fucking staunch Westboro Baptist Church, fucking idiot who eats paste behind the school, Nintendo, who we will get to, even they've backed off on the streaming thing. Because as much as like, oh, it's like, oh, people benefit off streaming, it's also kind of an equivalent exchange thing. Where, yes, streamers make money by playing games, and that also goes for you Let's Players and whatnot, like YouTube. The Let's Players give them more or less free advertising, right? By talking about how big their game is, or how good their service is, that's more or less free advertising. And at most, they have to send them a single copy of a product, and the company that sends them the product gets like thousands of dollars worth of advertising. Google Stadia itself uses streamers. I think Jacksepticeye was in the replies for that. About how, oh, Stadia sent him stuff to show off Stadia, because streamers have their influence. Right? I mean, I've bought tons of games because a streamer recommended it. The main one I will always think of is Chugga Conroy. I bought Xenoblade Chronicles because of Chugga Conroy's Let's Play. I would have never done that. That was all... Well, yeah, okay, yes, admittedly Smash Bros. Also played a key factor in that. But Chugga Conroy was the big deal breaker for me, right? He was the reason I picked that game up, and why I've picked up every Xenoblade Chronicles game since then. YouTubers playing games as advertising for those games fucking works. Look at Among Us. If it wasn't for streamers and Let's Players and whatnot, Among Us would not be nearly as big as it is right now. But it's fucking huge. It overtook Fall Guys, which Fall Guys also owes a lot of cred to its streaming platform. It also owes a lot of cred to social media, because the guy who runs it, Oliver, I think it's Oliver, does a pretty fucking good job. But they're fully aware that streamers are good, right? Most indie studios are able to make a lot of benefit off using off of like having creators play their games, right? It's a big fucking deal, and it's something nobody. Yeah, is it kind of in this weird gray zone? Yes. Right, and then there's music, which music's a whole fucking complicated thing in and of itself. Because artists don't actually make that much money from album sales. Most of their money is made from touring. At least that's how I understand it. I could be wrong about that. But last I remembered, most of their money was made from touring. I don't know. Selling out's kind of something that died with the 90s, so... At least it should have. Because fucking selling out... The idea of selling out's stupid as hell. But yeah, this guy's just a fucking idiot. And I'm glad people called him out on his bullshit immediately. Like, and because he's guilty of it as well. Yeah, is it kind of a legal gray zone? But no, if gamers had to start paying licenses... Like, let's say, like, oh... EA put out their new game, and they were like, nope, we're forbidding people to stream this game. Or, yeah, let's go with EA, because I could pick any number of shady companies. Right? We're forbidding people to stream this game. Well, that will then result in streamers moving on to other things, and even bad-mouthing the game. Which, yes, I know a streamer or a Let's Player's audience isn't a majority of people who play the game. Like, a majority of people who will play NBA 2K19 or whatever the fuck the game's called. I know that's a different studio. Well, have never heard of that person, but still, right? It can make a significant difference. Look at fucking Battlefront 2. The internet turned on that game, and even though EA said, oh, well, we can take out the loot boxes and the game will be fine, it wasn't fine. Right, we know from earnings calls where EA actually speaks the fucking truth that no, they did take a substantial hit from them making one of the shittiest fucking games of all time. And doing some of the most scummy business practices that are only going to get worse, by the way. Eventually EA is going to come up, EA or Activision Blizzard or one of these studios, Ubisoft even, is going to come up with something even scummier than loot boxes. And then they'll backtrack and be like, oh, we're not going to put that in. Instead, we're just going to do loot boxes. See, in comparison, aren't loot boxes not that bad? It's only a matter of time. I mean, I've seen some shit in the mobile games industry that's really fucking bad. It's only a matter of time. But no, right, like, oh god. But yeah, right now, a lot of games own their cred to streaming. Minecraft is the biggest game in the world, and if it wasn't for people playing it on YouTube and Twitch and whatnot, especially YouTube, it would never be as big as it is right now, right? It would never have become that biggest game. That's a fact. Everybody knows that. Except for this fucking numbskull. Oh god, did you see what Daniel Ahmad said today? Was it Daniel? I think it was Daniel Ahmad. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. But I think it was Daniel Ahmad who just said the stupidest fucking thing. Or maybe it was Michael Pachter, actually. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Who said the stupid thing? It wasn't Daniel Ahmad, it was Michael Pachter. The fucking analyst that is Michael Pachter. The fucking moron that he is. I've always hated Michael Pachter. Like, I don't... Like, I think I also have a problem with that. If Daniel Ahmad's who I'm thinking of, I also have a problem with them. But fucking Michael Pachter just gets everything fucking wrong. And they're so... In my personal opinion, they're a fucking idiot. Ugh. But he came out and was like, hey, here's my prediction for the Nintendo Switch. I'm Michael Pachter. I'm a super good analyst. This is all characterization. I'm making fun of him. Right? This isn't a slight against his character. I'm just making fun of him. I'm Michael Pachter. I know what's good for the game industry. I don't get the Nintendo Switch. I don't see the appeal in a console that can go from a console to handheld. I don't get that. Instead, I think Nintendo should just stick to the Switch Lite. That would be so much better. That would make them so much money. I'm Michael Pachter. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, even though I constantly get shit wrong. Dark. Fucking Christ. Hey, look at that. That's kind of cute. Did I need a top hat? I feel like I needed a top hat for something, but I don't remember what. Oh, hey, look, we could, they're just not as good. I like these ones a little better. Even though that was basically the shoes we were looking for. I don't know. I don't like analysts. I feel like half the time they're wrong, and the other half of the time they're full of shit. I mean, yes, every once in a while they get something right, but God, it's just so fucking stupid. Especially Michael Pachter. And I have some slight against Daniel Ahmad, but I don't remember what the fuck it is. Because I think he's another analyst. Maybe I'm thinking of the right person. I don't know. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've heard of either of them. Which was, I thought was for the best, but... Alright, let's drop this. Yeah, I thought it was for the best, but... Ugh. I don't know, I know there's other shit he said, but the main one was that, oh, Nintendo should start focusing on the Switch, because I don't get the Switch's appeal. I don't think the idea of a handheld console thing, that's just a gimmick Iwata came up with. It's actually not that interesting as a console, and instead Nintendo should just focus on the handheld part of it. No, you fucking buffoon, you moron, you absolute clod. Yes, I have comical hatred of Michael Pachter. That's all. It's all a joke. Everything I've said is a joke. What else? I mean, there is The Thing. But I don't know. That was just something I saw right before. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nintendo's not always a great company, and they've done some stupid fucking shit. And we're gonna call them out for doing some stupid fucking shit here in a minute once we start doing turn-ups. But yeah, because fucking Nintendo's gotta be Nintendo. You know. What? There was something else. Oh, I know people. Have started getting PS5s for like to play and to review and whatnot. I know Greg Miller showed off his today on Kind of Funny Games Daily. Again, that's really the only video game news I watch anymore. But I know he got one, and I know he licked it at some point, or at least I'm pretty sure he licked it. I don't know, because I know people have had Xbox Series X's for a while now. But now I think Digital Foundry also got one. A PS5. I don't know. Well, we'll find out more about it in the coming months. Because the console's launch dates are getting closer and closer to release. I guess there was new stuff about the new Call of Duty today. And some, like, one of the game modes is PS4 exclusive. Okay, here's some fuckery in the games industry. In the new Call of Duty, one of the game modes, the zombie game mode, is going to be exclusive to the PS5, but they're still probably charging the same price for the game on Xbox and PC. Oh, I mean, presumably the mode might also be on PC. I don't know about that. But yeah, there's some fucking bullshit. They are selling a definitively inferior version of their game, but charging the exact same price for it on other systems. I did water these, right? Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's some fucking bullshittery right there. Yes, yes, yes it is. Because fuck the AAA games industry, man. They've been doing this, and I think it's like, I don't think it's like a forever exclusive, but I think it's at least gonna be up to a year, if I remember correctly. I don't know, I just barely skimmed by the information, but I think it's gonna be exclusive for like a year. But that still means for that year they're selling an inferior product for the same price. This new generation of consoles is just complete fucking bullshit. They're charging more for games that cost the exact same to make and are full of bullshittery. Right, it's all fucking bullshit. Thankfully, I'm stuck here with good guy Nintendo, who's also keeps doing scummy things because whatever you love will inevitably disappoint you. That's just the way it is. Anything you love will disappoint you. Ah, fuck. That's such a sad but true way of looking at things. I mean, yes, Nintendo is not as bad as Activision Blizzard or EA or Ubisoft or even CD Projekt Red, which is putting their employees through unprecedented periods of crunch. Because fucking... They said they weren't going to do crunch on Cyberpunk, but that was a fucking lie. I do want to pop... even if we don't pick it up right now, I do want to pop it at least. Gosh dang it. I was really hoping that it like fly over, because I know if I do it in these pumpkins, it won't get done either. Ugh, what a pain. What a pain. But yeah, the AAA game industry is absolutely fucked, and it's only a matter of time until it hits a point of unsustainable growth and collapses in upon itself. Its bubble bursts, per se. It's only a matter of fucking time. Mark my words. And it's gonna be EA's fault. I don't know. I could see it being Activision Blizzard's. I could see that. They're all every company fucking sucks in its own way. Even my precious baby boy Nintendo, who I seem to bitch about more and more every day. Well, at least this year. I mean, they've always been up to their bullshittery, but this year especially, they've been really bad. They've been really fucking bad this year. I mean, they've always done dumb things, but they're doing... What's pissing me off right now is that they're doing dumb things for no fucking reason. Like, they just keep doing stupid shit that they don't have to do. Like, there's no reason for them to keep doing this stupid shit. Like, some of it, I'm like, okay, I see where that would come from. But then there's just other things where it's like, what the fuck are you doing, you dumb fucking company? Eating paste behind the fucking schoolyard. God, I know I had other examples of them being stupid as hell. But I can't remember what the fuck they are. Because Nintendo, they're stupid as hell. Fucking Nintendo voting for Al Gore, Nintendo. That's how fucking stupid they are. No, I didn't mean it. I meant, not Al Gore. I meant, who's the mayor from New York? Not Rudy Giuliani. That, even though he's a mayor from New York. Was it a mayor of New York? Ron Paul. Is it Ron Paul? Fucking voting for Ron Paul, ass Nintendo. So fucking stupid. They don't. They probably still use dial-up. Fucking Nintendo. Fucking Nintendo. Maybe we should put these somewheres and just like, cause we need space for turnips and whatnot. Where did I get in with this? Let's start right here. Yeah, I was so fucking busy yesterday. I don't know, and then because there were things I wanted to talk about, and we went off on this giant Kiki thing, which was fun. So how many bells do you think we're going to make today? I mean, I could probably tell you an exact number. But we're basically making 40 turnips per... We put in 4 million. And we're making 40 bells per turnip. So if I had to guess, we're going to get... We're going to break 5 million, that's for sure. But I don't think we'll break 6. We might barely break 6, but we're definitely not doubling it. So I think we might get around 6 million, if I had to guess. Alright, let's put some of this stuff down. Let's go put all of our money away in the bank. Yeah, let's just go put everything away. So that way we can just keep track of it all. Because we do have a lot of turnips. Ones per day. Nook ABD. Deposit. Let's just deposit everything. I mean, theoretically, it would just be easier to take the number we make and subtract it from the number we have in the bank right now. But I'm just going to keep track of everything because I'm a lazy piece of... because I'm a complicated piece of shit. Alright, let's start picking up turnips. I don't want to leave any turnip unplucked. So this'll take like 1,000 trips. Especially for the ones around these trees. So let's talk about the other piece of Nintendo news. So they announced it's the 30th anniversary of Fire Emblem. Or maybe it's the 25th. I don't know. It's Fire Emblem's anniversary, whichever one. And so they started off this trailer with a joke about Melee and how, like, oh, Melee is, oh, hey, look, it's this Marth character. I've never even heard of Marth before. What character is this game? What game is this character even from? Right? Because Marth's game was Japan only. It's a fun enough start to a video. At first, I thought they were talking about Roy. But I was like, I think Roy's game did come out. Even though I still have hopes for that, for a remake of either Radiant Dawn or Path of Radiance. One day, one of those things is going to happen. I don't know when, but one day I promise one of those things are going to happen. We should just clear out all of our tools. It just make our lives easier. But yeah, so that's how they start off with the trailer with Smash Melee. And Nintendo announced that for the first time ever, the original Fire Emblem on the Famicom is being released here in North America and it's being fully translated into English. It's called what is it? It's Shadow Dragon and something something something. I don't remember the exact name, but I know it's Shadow Dragon. Now, I remember a Fire Emblem game on Game Boy, I swear, on Game Boy Advanced, called like Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, that people fucking hated. But I was seeing something, and I guess it might have been a DS game. But I'm pretty sure this game has been remade at some point. Like, at some point, Nintendo went back and remade the original Fire Emblem game on DS or Game Boy or something. And people fucking hated that remake. That's one of the reasons why before Fire Emblem Awakenings, Fire Emblem was a near-dead franchise. Was because people fucking hated that game and it did not sell well. So Fire Emblem has a complicated history, to say the least. Right? And as I've said before, Fire Emblem fans can be divided into two categories. Pre-Awakening fans and post-Awakening fans. And pre-Awakening fans fucking hate post-Awakening fans. And this isn't like a universal thing. This is just like what you see. Right? These are those vocal minorities that are very fucking vocal. But the pre-Awakening fans fucking hate Awakening to the point that they would rather have had Fire Emblem end as a series altogether than for it to continue in its current form of Fire Emblem Awakening and Fates and Three Houses and whatnot. Because you can because even within, like, people hate Fire Emblem and Smash Bros, but even outside of Smash Bros, Fire Emblem fans fucking hate Fire Emblem. Post-Awakening fans are a lot less contentious than that, but pre-Awakening fans definitely get their panties in a twist a lot. Yeah, I've seen it. See, admittedly, the same thing is true of, like, a lot of fandoms. Like, the same thing was true about Pokemon fandoms. You have the people who like the first two gens, and then the people who like everything after that. And the people who like the first two gens are a bunch of fucking cunts who just say that every Pokemon game after Gen 2 is just the worst thing ever and refuse to listen to any logic or reason. Because they're just insufferable cunts. Because isn't it crazy how the things we liked the most came out when we were the most impressionable? That's fucking crazy, isn't it? So yeah, Fire Emblem. So yeah. But hey, but even if that remake on the DS was bad, hey, we're getting an actual release of the original Fire Emblem. I think it's either $6 or $7. I don't think it's that expensive. But there's also a collector's edition for the 30th anniversary that comes with like a replica NES cartridge. I think art books. I think a bunch of other things as well. Like, it's got a lot of stuff in it. Which is more than enough to, like, get people interested. I don't know. I've been seeing it go up on sale for the past, like, day or two. So I know people are definitely interested in it. Yeah, I could care less. Dude. I don't know. I have not bought a Fire Emblem game since Fates. And I've gone on record saying I will not buy another one until I beat Awakening. Because I never beat Awakening because I'm terrible. But one day I will, theoretically. And then I'll finally buy Three Houses. And I didn't hate Fates. I know people fucking hate Fates. And while I never finish it, because I never finish RPGs. Except for, like, Pokemon. Fates was not... Right, Fates I thought was fine. Conquest was better than Birthright. But yeah, Fates I thought was fine. People give that game far too much shit. Like, I get the third story was bad. I don't remember what the third story was called. Alignment, or was it called Alignment? No. It had some weird name, like Convergence or something. There's Birthright, Conquest, and whatever. And that one was genuinely bad. I have heard that. But the other, Fates was actually pretty good. Fates and Conquest were decent enough, with Conquest definitely being the better game, and it was the more traditional Fire Emblem game. And then there was Shadows of Valencia, which was a remake of, what, the third Fire... Or maybe it was the fourth Fire Emblem game. I don't know, because I want to say the first three have Marth, are all about Marth. I don't know. But yeah, no, so they're remaking one of the Fire Emblem, or they're just, it's still the NES. It looks like the NES. It's not an actual remake. It's just the game translated into English, which I'm pretty sure has been done with fan mods before as well. But it's okay, I guess. Of course, the big question that immediately popped up in everyone's minds was, hey, if Nintendo can just do this for Fire Emblem, why don't they do this for Mother 3? It was fucking hilarious when I logged on to Twitter, and Fire Emblem wasn't trending, Nintendo wasn't trending, nope, Mother 3 was trending. Mother 3 is that one game that I've always really wanted to play, but have never been able to play because it's never... I know there are fan translations, but I've never played a fan translation. Like, I would rather just have Nintendo officially put it out. And they've even got the perfect solution. All they have to do is put a disclaimer. So every time you boot up the game, it displays a disclaimer saying, hey, this game was made during a different time period, right? Just to change things would be bad and would deny that these things ever existed. And we're trying to preserve the game in, like, its purest form. Blah, blah, blah. Corporate speak, corporate speak. That's all they have to do, and people would be fine with it. That's all Nintendo has to do, is come out and say something along those lines, and people would be like, okay, right, as long as it displays every time you boot up the game, right, like, with the logo, but Nintendo needs to fucking port Mother 3. They know about it. I mean, there's the famous Robot Chicken joke from years ago at E3. God, that's still crazy to think about. But Nintendo knows about it, and the fact that it was trending before Fire Emblem itself, I think really shows what position they're in, right? Like, because people still want this Mother 3. I want Mother 3. And with Nintendo being at such a low point during the Wii U era, I thought we were finally going to get it. I really thought with Nintendo being so low, we were finally going to, right, Nintendo was going to try to throw everything at the wall, including Fire Emblem, including Mother 3. And it just didn't happen. For some reason, it just never happened. Nintendo didn't make Mother 3, or they never did it. And there were rumors about it for a while. Because we do know from leaks somewheres that Nintendo definitely behind the scenes has talked about doing Mother 3. But because of those things, right, those complications with the game, and the thing, I think it actually has bad depictions of transgenders, if I remember correctly. Like, that's one of the big things. And because of things like that, Nintendo has considered porting it or translating into English several times, but because of those things, it will never happen. Even though I say never, and this new spur, right, the fact that they did this to Fire Emblem proves that it could, at any point this could happen. I don't know, we'll see. I still just hope for a Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance remake, or even Nintendo has this fancy new GameCube Wii emulator. Use that. Just re-release Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn in a two-piece collection. Give both games $60 using this Wii GameCube emulator thing. People would be happy with that, right? People would maybe, I don't know, maybe fix some things up. But I know, because Radiant, one of them is like a $600 game at minimum. I think it's $600. People just want to play and just make it more accessible. And especially during this anniversary, give these games to people. People want to play these games that they've never played. And with Fire Emblem being bigger than ever, they want to know this. Especially with Ike being so big. The Fire Emblem Heroes did a poll to find out who the most popular character was. And of all of them, Ike won. Ike is Fire Emblem's most popular character. But yet his game, Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn, or both, is so expensive and so fucking hard to find. They just need to do it, man. Because I'd buy it, probably. It's Ike's game. We like Ike. Right? We all know that. Of course, Nintendo will, right, watch Nintendo do it. They put out a 2-piece collection, and then they only have it available until March 31st. Because guess what? Nintendo fucking did it again. So I got really fucking annoyed when they announced that Mario 35th Anniversary Collection and said, hey, guess what? These games are only going to be available until March 31st, and then we're taking them off we're taking them not only off physical markets, but also off the eShop. And when they came out with this Fire Emblem thing, which comes out in December, I should say. I haven't said that, but it comes out in December. They also announced that, hey, guess what? We're also going to be taking this off of the eShop on March 31st. Fuck Nintendo, man. They keep pulling this anti-consumer bullshit. And they just keep doing it. And you know, part of the reason they're doing it again is because Mario 35 was a success. Right? Mario 35 sold really well. So they're like, oh, well, hey, if that thing worked, if we were able to pull off this Disney Vault bullshit, we'll just do it again, right? Because people will buy it. It clearly worked. Fuck Nintendo, man. They are seriously the stupidest fucking company ever. Yes, do they do some good things? Do they make some good fucking games? Yep. Too bad in 6 months nobody will be able to buy them anymore because fucking Nintendo is run by fucking morons. God fucking damn it, Nintendo, you stupid pieces of shit. You dumb-ass motherfuckers. God damn it. And they're just gonna keep doing this. Now that this has proven a success, and Fire Emblem's gonna sell really well as well, this Fire Emblem thing, and people know it's only available for a limited time, so everyone's gonna try to snatch it up. Even though I think it's digital, like I don't even think the special 35th anniversary thing even comes with a copy of the game, or if it does, it's a digital copy of it. Like I don't think there's an actual physical copy of this game. But Nintendo's just dumbass motherfucking Nintendo doing this stupid ass bullshit. And they're just gonna keep doing it now that it's proven a success. Why are they doing it? So the reason I've speculated is just because Nintendo's fucking stupid. Right? Because they can't just release a game. There has to be some sort of fucking gimmick. Or even though Nintendo thinks of their games in such high regard, they will sometimes just push out a lazy as fuck port, charge a bunch of money for it, and then just get away with it. Because they're fucking Nintendo, man. They've got this legacy that they both exploit the hell out of and also never use. Because fucking Nintendo. The real reason probably though is because of their financial year. March 31st is the end of the financial quarter, so it's most likely Nintendo's only selling these games. They're claiming they're only selling them until March 31st because they want to get a boost in revenue during the before March financial year. Because like I was talking about earlier, the video game industry is in a strain of unperpetual growth, right? Every year your company has to make a little bit more money. Every year your games have to sell a little bit better, right? Like let's say you make $1 billion one year. You can't just sustain that and make $1 billion the next year. No, you have to make $1 billion and $1, or else you're considered a failure. You need the video game industry is so fucking broken that it needs this substantial growth that's eventually going to blow up in its face. And Nintendo's no different, so they're purposefully saying that, hey, these games won't be available past March 30th, because, well, yes, they have had Animal Crossing, which is a massively successful game and easily the biggest game of the year, other than, like, Cyberpunk. It maybe is not making enough money for them to say that they've grown, right? Maybe they're breaking even. Maybe just Animal Crossing isn't enough for Nintendo. So they now have to, right, they have to make more money. So by putting out these games and saying they're only available for a certain amount of time, it's enticing people to buy them sooner, which increases their revenue before the end of the financial year. So that way when they report to investors in April, they can be like, hey, we grew, right? Well, yes, Animal Crossing was big. We made money in other games as well, and because people bought them all up right before the end of the physical year. Right? So that way they can keep that substantial growth that is completely unmaintainable. Right? The substantial growth which is not sustainable. And the entire fucking industry works like this. Fucking capitalism is just broken. This unachievable goal of growth is going to blow up in our face. We've already seen it happen before in other industries and with other businesses. It's just going to happen to Nintendo again. It's going to happen to the entire gaming industry. It's only a fucking matter of time. But fuck Nintendo for doing this. I mean, I'm sure just the Mario 35th Anniversary Collection would have sold just fine. But that selling just fine isn't good enough. They have to sell even better than that. They have to be better than just fine. And will they, of course, when push comes to shove, will Nintendo actually take these games off the market? On March 31st, once everybody thinks like, oh, we've bought up all the physical copies. Oh, we've bought all the digital copies. After today, you can no longer get the game. On April 1st, or even March 31st, will Nintendo come out and say that, no, we're actually, due to overwhelming demand, we're going to keep these games up? Are they probably going to say that? Yes, most likely, yes, they are. But still, fuck them for trying to pulling this shit. Because I would say, right, like, no matter what, that's how this is going to end, right? With Nintendo saying, kind of like what they did with the Jump Rope Challenge, where, nah, we've changed our minds. We're actually going to keep these games up for the rest of time. Maybe not the physical versions. Like, if the physical Collector's Edition Fire Emblem goes away, or the physical versions of the Mario 35th Anniversary go away, that's fine, right? I'd be like, okay, that's fine. That makes sense, right? I can see why that's happening. But it's the fact that it's also the fucking digital versions. Something that just takes up space on a server to download. And probably not even that much. The fact that Nintendo's also taking those down is what's such fucking bullshit. Right? Like, the fact that they're also taking down the digital versions. Like, if this Fire Emblem collection was only available, like, they were going to be making units until March, and then they were going to stop making units, I'd be like, that kind of sucks, but okay, right, it's business, you got to move on to new products. But the fact that they're just taking down the digital version as well, fuck Nintendo, fuck them with a fucking garden rake. But yeah, they're going to, I would normally say, yeah, they're going to change their minds, and they're going to undo this decision. Someone even came out, maybe it was Daniel Ahmad, came out and said that in their likely approximation, Nintendo's going to take down the collection and then sell them each game individually for $20. I could see that. People were talking about that like as soon as the collection's limited capacity was announced. So I could see that. But it's still fucking scummy as shit what Nintendo's trying to pull right now. Fuck them and fuck Nintendo. Stupid ass fucking company that probably buys stocks in AOL because that's the only internet corporation they've ever heard of. I mean, with how Nintendo's online infrastructure is arranged, I wouldn't be surprised if they still use dial-up. Fucking Christ. My throat hurts. I've gotten too angry. But of course, I'm a mindless Nintendo fanboy, so I'm just gonna keep buying their games. I'm gonna keep buying Nintendo's games because that's all I know how to do because I'm a mindless Nintendo fanboy. Hey, Cherry, what's up? I wonder if I just change it back to kid. Can I get them to spread it out through the rest of the community? Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll fucking work. We'll see. I don't know. Part of me feels like I should just reset everyone's thing. But I also don't want to lose the nickname. Because you can do that. If you talk to Isabelle about like, hey, I have a problem with a villager. All that does is reset their catchphrase and their nickname and all that jazz. And like, part of me, the whole kids thing is like, maybe I should do that. Because it's dumb, but I also don't want... I like the nicknames like Muffin or Pie. Those are kind of cute. Come on, let's just get these last turnips. Okay, so I think that... So that's all the ones up here. I don't think there's any over here. The question is, are there any hidden behind, like, trees or anything like that? Like that one over there. That's the big question at the moment. That looks fine. That looks fine. I don't think we ever actually got this far down. Yeah, that looks fine. Oh, we can get this. Oh, wait, I don't have my tool. I actually know where my slingshot is, so I can go grab that real quick. I think it looks like we're good. It looks like we got everything. Oh, wow, first try. It does look like that. It's over here. Oh, it's way over here. So what else? So I did start a new anime a few, yesterday or 2 days ago now. I don't remember what it's called. It's okay. Part of me feels like it's a little slow. But, like, I don't know if I'd say it's bad. Let's actually just drop this for now, because that throws off my count. Yeah, I don't... It's about... It's like the... Is it called the Demon Girl Next Door or the Magical Girl Next Door? It's called The Demon Girl Next Door. And it's about this girl who, like, wakes up and all of a sudden, oh, hey, guess what? We're part of the Dark Clan and we're a descendant of a demon. And our family has been cursed and now you have to go fight a magical girl to break our curse. And the main character is like a wimp, and she meets a magical girl who has like this tragic backstory. It honestly kind of reminds me of Good Luck Girl in a few ways, which Good Luck Girl is a show I very much enjoy. I should say that. Good Luck Girl is one of my favorites. So it kind of has that quality to it in some ways. I don't think it's not near... I really enjoy Good Luck Girl, so I don't think it's as good as that. But it's not bad. It's a little slow at times. Like, sometimes, like, episodes are only 25 minutes, but they feel a lot longer than that sometimes. I don't know, I'm less than 6 episodes in. It's okay. It's okay. The main character is likable enough. The magical girl clearly has something going on with her and her tragic backstory. Is she a little Mary Sue-ish? Yeah, but I think that's also part of the joke. Is that she is, like, super OP, and that's kind of made her bored, even though she claims not to be that strong. Alright, so we're at 26,957. So we're almost at 27. How much money did we make? Okay, you ready? I've been keeping track. We made 5,490,360 bells. So we made about, we made almost, 5.5 million. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. It could have been better, but it could have been way worse. We did get lucky by getting that 150, because our max possible was 154, and so the fact that we got 150 on the dot, or we got 151. Yeah, no, we made money. We made about 40 per turnip, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I'll take that. That's a good enough paycheck. I do, of course, assuming we do buy turnips on Sunday, I do hope for a better paycheck, but that'll next week, but that'll happen Sunday. Because, yeah, we didn't even get close to it. We basically made 1.5 million. That's, technically we made a little less than that. We made 1.49 million. But, we made some money. I mean, between that balloon and hitting this money rock, we'll have made 1.5. Plus, that's on top of the it'd probably be closer to 200,000 we made from pumpkins and fruit today. So yeah, we made good money today either way. Yeah, we made good money either way today. Yeah, our island is now turnip free for like 2 days. Because I know that's what turnips kill our 5 stars. But yeah, on next week or on Sunday, assuming I wake up early enough, we're gonna buy a shitload of turnips again. Because I like buying a shitload of turnips. Like that's something interesting for us to do. One day we're gonna do King of the Mountain. One day we're gonna throw 20 million in there. I promise you that. One day that's going to happen. But I don't know when. I don't know. That's not going to happen until at least next year. But we are going to fucking do it. Because I have nothing to lose at that point. I technically am already at the point where I have nothing to lose. I mean, would it suck to lose all that 26 million we currently have in the bank? Yeah. I wonder, does this break our biggest turnip record? I don't know. I should find that out. I actually do not know. Let me pull it up. Let me see. What's our biggest turnip record so far? This will take me a second, so give me a minute. Give me a minute. I gotta get to it through weird ways. I should change that. Ew. Okay, let's see here. I know it was more recent than... I know it was after day 100, so I'm going to go past that. Let's see. We made... On day 92, we made 3,336,030 bells. That was on day 92. Let's see here. And Halloween's next week. Halloween's a week from tomorrow. That'll be fun. So this is back in... So I'm in August right now. Day 141. We're still missing... It sucks we lost day 142. I don't remember what happened on day 142, but it sucks that we lost it. Because I think so far that's the only day we've lost. Animal talking. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to call today's episode. Let's see. On day 159, we made 5,346,000 something bells. I can't see the last number. 00 something. And is that our biggest? 5 million? So what was that? On day 159, so 5,346. I'm just looking. That's when we hit 5 stars. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess. So 5346, we made 5490. So we technically, even though we spent a lot, we probably only spent $1 million on turnips that last time, and we made 5 million back. This time we put in 4 million and we made back 5.49. So technically this isn't our biggest profit. This is the biggest amount of money we've made in a single transaction, or in a single day of turnips. But this is not our biggest profit, because our biggest profit is probably closer to that, is probably like 4.3, whereas this is just like 1.49, which isn't that much. So yeah, but I'll keep holding out. Eventually we're gonna. God, could you imagine if we hit 10? If we get if we put in 20 and then make back 100. God, could you imagine? I mean, it's statistically possible. I mean, we've had prices higher than 500 at least 3 times on the island. So it's possible. Of course, most of those times, that was on days, at least 2 of those 3 times were weeks we didn't buy turnips, but still, it's possible. Alright, talk to my neighbors, and hit some rocks. Alright. My throat is... Oh, God, I yelled about... What the hell am I even going to call this episode? Oh, God, I saw somebody complaining about the Fire Emblem thing, about Nintendo's like, oh, how Nintendo just doesn't listen to their fans, which they don't. Nintendo, I mean, every once in a while we'll get a little piece of it, but for the most part, no, Nintendo doesn't listen to their fans. And, like, Nintendo has as I've said before, Nintendo has broken the law in order to sway things in their favor. Right? Like, if someone breaks the law against Nintendo, oh no, they're a big bad company. But if Nintendo breaks the law, oh, we're just little. Oh, we're so little. We're just little Nintendo. These guys, we broke the law. It's not that big of a deal. We're just the little guys. We're so little. Fuck Nintendo, man. Fuck them sometimes. And yeah, we can go into a whole conversation about, like, is it okay to pirate? Once Nintendo takes these games off the market, is it okay to pirate them? And I have complicated feelings on that we're not going to get into today. Maybe. But yeah, but I saw someone complaining about how, oh, Nintendo just doesn't listen to their fans. And part of their evidence was Byleth in Smash Bros. So I've come to the conclusion that anybody who uses Byleth, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like anyone who uses Byleth in their argument about Nintendo not listening to fans or being anti-consumer, their argument must be deeply flawed, because Byleth is not an anti-consumer thing. Byleth is a great addition, right? Saying that Byleth was an anti-consumer, a Nintendo not listening to their fan moves, is fucking bullshit. And those people are just wrong, right? Those people are just unequivocally wrong about that. Oops. Honestly, I'm still at the point where I'm just filled with vitriol. So if Smash Bros becomes oops all Fire Emblem, I'd be like, yep, you fucking deserve it. It's like the Joker. They're doing so right. Zack Snyder came out and said, "Oh well, I have my version of the Justice League. It's basically ready to go. I just need I need to do a little bit more editing and get the go ahead from Warner Brothers." That was a fucking lie. As anybody who wasn't part of the Snyder Cut thing knew, like people looking out inwards knew that Zack Snyder was full of shit and he didn't have a movie, because that movie then immediately, once it got greenlit, went into reshoots, and like they're currently doing reshoots and shooting new scenes for the Justice League Zack Snyder's Snyder cut of the Justice League, and as part of that, Ben Affleck's reprising his role as Batman, but Jared Leto is reprising his role as Joker. The Jared Leto from the Suicide Squad Joker, one of the worst depictions of the character, that's coming back in Zack Snyder's Justice League, because sometimes you get what you fucking deserve. What a terrible incarnation of the Joker. And that's exactly what these Bring Back the Snyder Cut people deserve. Just to have a horrible representation of the character and their garbage shit movie that I'm going to watch the hell out of. It's going to be fucking garbage and I'm going to watch the hell out of it. All 4 hours of it. But it's going to be fucking terrible and we all know it. Because they get what they fucking deserve. Terrible movies. For terrible people. God, I'm pissed off. Okay, I'm not, like, I'm complaining, but I'm not actually, like, that angry. Like, the second the camera stops, I'll be like, oh, dirty, I'm gonna go listen to some pop music. What even is in the pop charts right now? Is Circle still in the pop charts 9 months later? Because that song came out 9 months ago. Still really like it. I don't know. And then WAP is just kind of like, you know, it's childish. It's childish in a way. I don't hate it, but I don't care for it. But that's just because I don't care for rap or hip hop or whatever. I don't know. I don't get pop music. Still go watch Todd in the Shadows. Todd in the Shadows is fucking amazing, but so yeah, tomorrow's stream will be later. Because of KK Slider and whatnot, it's going to be a later stream, later at night. We're going to listen to KK Slider. Other than that, I don't know. Other than that, we'll figure out the rest. I've got a lot of work to do. I have a paper to go. I gotta go edit. It's been written for over a week now. Or probably over 2 weeks. I just have to go edit it. So I'm going to go edit that sucker. Maybe, I don't know, probably watch some more Among Us, because that's all I've been watching on Twitch recently, or is archives of that. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's where I'm going to end off for today, so I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.